And I have some quick PSA things. I have my little sage here, as you guys can see. And this is one batch of sage I got ages ago, and you will notice that it is white sage. So I want to say this because every time I would use white sage on camera, I want to make sure that everyone knows. Please make sure to ethically source your sage. And it's actually, I believe, preferred to not use white sage, but I've had this pack for like, I don't know, 5 years. Um, Something. And so a few years ago, when I found out about all of the inappropriate gathering of sage, or using and purchasing and selling of it without regard to the I don't know how to say this, to the life of the plant and to the landowners, etc. Um, I just decided to break mine apart and just use individual pieces. Also because I'm very sensitive to smell and I can't take a lot of it either, so it kind of worked out. But please make sure to ethically source your sage. Please make sure that if you're using fire in your house, to make sure you have a working and updated fire extinguisher. Something I should probably check myself. But I had, and also make sure you have like a proper ashtray. I have one here. So I'm going to be putting the sage in this when we're done. So you might actually, it's just right under the camera, so you might actually see a little smoke coming up. That's fine. Everything's fine. I'm not on fire. And then if you are using fire today, we're going to be using an LED candle instead of a real flame because desk paper safety. And then I have my little incense burner here, which shouldn't cause a fire in any way, but just in case, we're going to move all of my papers off of my desk. So please make sure that everyone's using fire safety. That's all. It's my little. It says the pyro, as I have said on multiple streams. All right. So I wanted to tell you guys a little bit about some of the information I found for Diasia. Is that how we're saying this?
That or Diasia, I think it's acceptable.
You know, I think Diasia might be. It looks wonderful, doesn't it? You need incense holder. Yeah. Okay. I'm also checking on the. You know what? Actually, B, I'm gonna let you handle the Discord chat because. So, in the middle of the Lesser Mysteries, there's this other festival, which seems minor, but it was very widespread through the ancient Hellas. And this is, I'm not going to read exactly what it says on the thing here, but I'm just going to give the gist of it. It was reserved for Diasia, which is an ancient festival, even considered back then it was considered pretty ancient, which is dedicated to Zeus Machismo. Okay, also known as Kindly Zeus. So Kindly the Zeus. This took place in the countryside. It was to help welcome the spring, but with like this kind of solemn, like joyful celebration, because it also honored this chthonic aspect of Zeus. And this festival was very much a rural festival as well as a city festival. And it was one of those interesting festivals that allows like people who lived outside of the city that it was in. You know what, I'm gonna move this screen's like a little camera. Wow, my typing was terrible. I just found like 2 typing errors. So this often happened at night, and there was offerings of like sheep or pig-shaped bread or pastry, various sacrifices, feasting, dancing. A lot of other festivals. So for me today, just so you guys know, I'm going to be offering I'm going to be offering an animal pig cookie. So that's what I do when it comes to offerings for animals. I have animal crackers, so which actually goes well with the the pig-shaped bread. So Kindly Zeus was one of the very few who was actually powerful enough to remove miasma, and that was something that was very interesting to me, because I'm just going to read this from here as well. It says, between allowing the outsiders and the cleansing of miasma, Diasia occurring in the Lesser Mysteries did not seem to be by accident. The Lesser Mysteries, of course, were instituted to cleanse Heracles, of miasma from killing his family in the fit of madness, as well as the death of Kentor Nessus. So that was actually copied from some of the various sources that are at the end of the document, if anyone cares to check it out. So ways that we can celebrate in modern times. It's a really good time to spend time with family or friends. Hold a nice dinner or like a feast, which includes some sort of bread. I'm going to be having pita bread today with some cheese and butter, which is delicious. If you haven't had it, it's just good cheese. So ideally in shapes of sacrificial animals. It's time to remember also the dead of our family and friends, and honor them with offerings and libations. That's just a little bit of information about it. Oops, I went too far. So now, if you will all take a breath in with me, we'll count to 3, we'll hold it for 2, and then we'll let it out for 4. Okay? So we're going 3, 2, 4. And this will just be a way to kind of, before I cleanse, for us to kind of mentally cleanse. Okay? So. Do it one more time. Not on the mic. I don't know if you guys can hear me breathe, but I'll try to do it loudly so you guys can follow with me. So we're going to breathe in. I'll count to 3. Hold for 2. Breathe out for 4. Okay? First part. Apparently I can't do my fingers while breathing. Okay, I'm going to try again or do it mentally this time. Sage, and so I'll show you guys what I do. I'm a weirdo and I just break off a little bits. So I have a tiny amount. Again, please be careful for your safety. I hope you guys can hear that. If you are purifying, you can also do kerchiefs, which we have a video on the channel. If you want to do the sage, do it with me, and you can read out the cleansing statement yourself as well. So I purify and cleanse myself, so that I may appear before the gods, free, save my own body, mind, and soul. I purify and cleanse this altar and space, so that I may give offerings, libations, and speak with the glory and respect of the gods of Mount Olympus. And here's your guys' time. Alright, B, that would be you. I would light the candle.
I am also lighting my own candle.
It was on this morning. Oh, it was the wrong candle. I have 4 of them. And 2 of the ones or 3 ones are batters again. You go ahead and I will light this candle for you.
Hestia, eldest and youngest daughter of the Titans Rhea and Kronos, sister to Zeus, Poseidon, Demeter, Hera, and Hades. I call out to you, guardian and protector of the Olympian hearth flames, I welcome you. Come now to this house. Come now having one mind with Zeus. Come now with Hera. Come now with all your brothers and sisters, and with all bestow favor upon my soul. Hestia, gracious... Oh, go ahead.
No, I was going to say the next one's you too.
Yes, it is.
You're good, go ahead.
Hestia, gracious goddess who sits at the heart of each home, who lives in the heart of each one who reveres you, each one who holds you dear, each one who turns to you for strength and harmony. Hestia, goddess most needful, goddess most serene, goddess most esteemed, the heart of the city is yours as well, great goddess. Within your realm are those who serve the state, who work for all the good of all. Your blessings fall on the honest, goddess, your wrath on the corrupt, on those who betray trust for gain, defender of the householder, guardian of the hearth home, Hestia, I praise and honor you.
Oh, praise Hestia. I call to great Zeus, I call to great Zeus, father of the deathless gods, ruler of bright Olympus, master of storms, child of mighty Kronos and deep-hearted Rhea, consort of the blessed Hera of the splendid eyes, ancient Zeus, honored in Crete so long ago and well known in high-reaching Arcadia, all-knowing Zeus of Dodna and Didyama, whose wisdom was granted to seekers of old, Zeus of the broad sky, Zeus of the marketplace, Zeus of the householder, Zeus of the city, protector of the just, avenger of the wronged, friend of the stranger and of the traveler, friend of the guest, and generous host, Zeus whose eye is ever on the world, whose hand is ever in our lives, great Zeus, we call to you.
Mighty Zeus, Father Zeus, friend of the traveler, friend of the stranger, friend of the householder, wielder of lightning, driver of storms, master of the hard-flung rains that bring life to the earth. O brothers three, the youngest, your father's might you overthrew with cunning wit. His throne you took, his world you made your own. Kindly Zeus, watchful Zeus, your wrath falls on the oath-breaker, the wrongdoer, the one without honor who preys on his fellows. Likewise, your blessings are on the one who does right. Your word is good, whose hand is open, whose welcome is warm, and whose integrity is a certainty. Great Zeus, father of gods, lord of fair Olympus, wise one, contriving one, maintainer of order, from the deep earth you rose, in the bright sky you reign. Zeus of many names, friend of the fates, we praise you.
Hercules, mighty son of thundering Zeus and incomparable Alcmene, father of wise kings and heroes, clever one, courageous one, Hercules, defender of the children of men, your shrines and temples stood throughout the land in times of old. Your name was lauded in prayer, your deeds proclaimed in story and in song. Never has your fame been forgotten, O Hercules. As your tales are told and retold, as each generation learns anew of your legend, your glory grows, your honor increases. Kind Hercules, brave one, strong one, constant friend of man, we praise and honor you.
We call to Aphrodite, goddess without peer, daughter of the deep sea, daughter of the broad sky, foam-born goddess, golden goddess, holder of hearts, inspiration of desire both carnal and refined, mender of torn bonds, renewer of old loves. Your promise a flame we cannot help but touch, your power a torrent we cannot withstand, your will a need we cannot resist. Goddess, your sorrow and with fury, with patience and with compassion, with pain and with delight, we follow you, for in your realm that risk is great, and on your path the stones do we shift, and in your brow the thorns draw blood, but in your hands we know of love, and the blessings you bestow exceeds the agonies by far. Aphrodite, dearest goddess, we honor you.
Okay, so now we are going to take the time to do the offering. Offering of incense, libations, and food if you have it at home. As I said before, my food will be later. Give me a second, this incense takes some time to get going. And meanwhile, in this incense, in the names of the household gods, On this day, may the aroma please you and make my home, or make our homes in this stream. Sorry, I'm watching the flowers. And make our homes in the stream a shadow of the comfort of great Olympus. We thank the gods for all that they have done for us. And if there's anything specific in your mind at home, you can say for yourself anything that they have done for you. We offer these foods as sacrifice on this day, Diasia. May it be nourishing, though a crumb by comparison to the feasts of the halls of the gods. And we thank the gods for all they have done for us. We pour libations for the gods, to our mother and father, to our brothers and sisters, and to all of their mighty kin, be them named or not, on this day. Sorry, apparently I didn't. And so we do have an open call for prayers. If anyone has anything that they would like us, we can say it for you, or you can come on the stage and say it. And this is, we'll just chill for a minute. I'll have some of my tea while we wait to see if anyone has anything. There's no pressure. If not, we'll give it like 2 minutes for somebody to say something. It's 10:08.
Hestia, goddess of home and hearth, to you we offer, last of all, as the pious mortal should, tend those whom we love and guard the houses of the pious. As the humble servant of the gods, named and unnamed this day, so the gods will it, so it shall be.